begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This will be taken short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Got it. 22, Mark 22. That QB's trash. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And his first pass is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Ready.
Working from the gun, Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. 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 Back. Slam. Shoot.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Check back. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 48. The mic. Let's go, Mexico.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Manning. Open here, Adam Thielen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And it's a tremendous return as
okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. Okay, 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay, death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they want to keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Ready? Ready, 88. It's been a long day for you. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Ready.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. Newton to throw. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Throwing on third down, Newton. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now it's Newton. That's to his running back, complete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It can change momentum in a big way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get that ball. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 3. Alert. Set.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Switch.
Johnson running right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Chris Johnson in a foot race, and they will not catch him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chris Johnson, 48 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be taken very short. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
Ready? Great. Let's go.
On 1st down, Newton gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. On third down, Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
Let's go. Watch the safety creep. Check. Fresno. Check 24. Quo. Gone right. Rush in.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Under 10. Kill.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Switch. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Wide. Get wide. Share.
On second down now. It's Johnson. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Here we go with Johnson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On the ground, this is Kamara. Margus Hunt able to take him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Kill.
Running with Kamara. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Kamara. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 45 on 2nd down. Luck out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They go to Johnson again. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milkers. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell as Sylvester Stallone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice.
Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the...
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins in...
I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Slam, slam, slam. Fishbone, grab it. On. Check three. Line 40, easy, alert. Check 26. Shift. Line, 6.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Check 50. 20. Right. 25. Check 25. Alert. He's checking crap. No. Off. Check 52. He's coming. We got double up.
They run. It's Johnson, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Michael Vick. This one caught by Terrell Owens. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
You ain't going nowhere. 94 is the mark.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Let's go.
Over his 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Play action. It's locked. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. On first down, Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even...
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Todd Gurley, 71 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Love. Flush to his right. Got a man. It's Brown. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check X3. 218, jump. Crash. Hey, check. Monday.
Here's Locke. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 28 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gostkowski the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Here's Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, Vick. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They give to Johnson going right, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color Right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Go, go, go.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Watch the safety creep. Take it, take it.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check out. 565. Check 45. Come on. We got it, we got it. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. And that one's complete to Gurley. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Vick going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 56 yards, as his guys are able to regain. Extra point try for Gostkowski. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
Throwing on third down, Long. This will be caught by Brown. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A give to Kamara running right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Johnson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gostkowski for the point after. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
On 2nd and 12, Vick. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Gurley. Preston Smith there on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 43. He's coming. Double up.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. On 3rd down, Vick. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That good for 22 and a 1st down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Shit. Check 37.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
Check out. Wide, 90. Cross. I got one. Hey, Haywood. Watch the screen. Pass. 45's the mic. Here we go. 45. 11. 45.
On 2nd and 12, Luck. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A.J. Brown, 58 yards, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. The extra point, it's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Short boot, taken at the 21.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Gurley, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Vick. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. C.J. Mosley with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The busy night continues for Johnson. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. A big run there by Johnson. 41 yards on the ground. And that run right there just what the doctor ordered.
You talk about putting it all together for your offense because no big run happens unless everyone does their job. And now you're thinking about ending the football game because you're in field goal range.
What a dandy this has been. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Check 50, check 50. 25, check 25, check 25.
They run it again with Kamara, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Let's get off the field. 12. Hey, Alpha. Check 52.
Luck. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me. Come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Set 50, plant. Ready? One tight end. You got three down. Get it.
On first, they'll throw with Elway. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards on the game's opening play. On first down, Elway going for Metcalf on the oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off first rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Stop made there by Julius Peppers.
Charlie, 64, weak. Hey, check 24, check 24. Kill. Check. Hey.
On second down, Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Hey, Charlie. 41 Mike. 11B.
Throwing his Luck. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
61, matchbox, light. Come on, come on, come on. Hey, team 6, team 6. 41's coming, 41's the mic. Keep it up, defense, keep it up.
They are going for it. It's Luck. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. The first down carry here for Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alvin Kamara, 51 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now Elway. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Elway to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Give me some.
3rd and 2. Now Elway. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going on 4th. It's Elway. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Stephon Diggs, 44 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. From the shotgun, Elway. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Here's Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
We own them. We own them. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
They're going to go. It's Luck. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Johnson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Johnson running left. And bulldozing his way through. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Kamara trying the right side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Michael Brockers in on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a hit and Luck lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And the 13-year man puts it through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Elway. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you cross town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And incomplete to open things up.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now Wilson. Man open, Rice.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
To throw is Wilson, and caught by Henry. The 20, Derrick Henry all alone, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Derrick Henry, 41 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Exit. Check 45. 12. Hey, Delta. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. I got you. 45's the mic.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Room here to run. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 68 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gostkowski, the extra point. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we are tied at 7. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
The Dolphins take over
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On third down, Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. D. Ford drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now it's Wilson. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Here's Locke. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Well, partner, let's talk Super Bowl. We have to. Before the year, by the way, we made predictions for the Super Bowl. You got one of the teams right. You had Kansas City and New Orleans, but you had the Saints winning. I also had the Saints there, but losing to New England. And now Chris Johnson, nobody in front of him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chris Johnson, 59 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll indeed go for him with Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He completes it to Henry. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They go play action now. Wilson. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. C.J. Mosley in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
11 V. Watch out. General West. 11 V.
The final shot before the break. Lock. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. 30, 20, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Check out. 380. You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Check 37. Check 37.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Johnson. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it with Johnson. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Check 26, check 26. He goes to you, it's you. He comes to me, it's me.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he's into the end zone.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A play fake. Now Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Open man is Robbie Anderson. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Break, go! 90! Pull together.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Hey, two.
Throwing is Love. On the catch, this is Chris Johnson. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This will be taken short. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play.
It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. Young to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dallas Clark, 41 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
In your face.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Watch the edge. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Check nickel. You.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Alert flare. Tight dog.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Hey, Orbit. Watch out. Check X3. 218, jump.
Here's Love. That'll be taken in by Anderson. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
I'm coming after you. Check. Kill. Check.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's got some space here. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 22 and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit, because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Slam. Shoot. Watch the shoot. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is now 10 to 7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a terrific...
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the... Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest. No recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking. They don't even gotta say it. Nope. They ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many